you seen Star Wars?
If you're a Star Wars fan, maybe now is not the best time for content. There's not anything really coming out. Maybe there's a book or two, or maybe a comic book you're interested in, but that's a very small part of the fandom, and even that part of the fandom is craving a little bit more. And the question we Star Wars fans have to ask ourselves is, when are we going to get more of the Star Wars content? When's the next good time to be a Star Wars fan? And I have to say, it's not far around the corner, my friends. Can you wait till October, if you will? And the reason I say October, because I think October is going to be the next good and yet big month for Star Wars fans. Now, why do I say this? Right at the beginning of the month, October 2nd, we are getting the next Star Wars game by EA, and it's going to be a cheaper Star Wars game, it's going to be a smaller scale Star Wars game, and it's called Star Wars Squadrons. It's multiplayer based, where you team up with a squad of 5, and you just go out and do dogfights, and you accomplish your missions and objectives into the space of the Star Wars universe. There's a lot about the game we haven't learned about yet, but we'll learn more about as the days come on and as we get closer to the release. But I'm excited to see this game come to fruition, and I'm excited that it's $40. That's another Star Wars game to keep us entertained until the next one comes out in 2022, which is the sequel to Jedi Fallen Order. But that's not it. I think something else is going to happen on October 2nd that will be very, very good for Star Wars fans. I believe October 2nd, and this is a prediction, not a leak, not an inside scoop. This is a prediction. I think October 2nd you are going to see the release and premiere of Season 2 of Star Wars The Mandalorian. Now, why do I say that? Well, because if we're doing the classic thing we did with Season 1, and we're doing 12 episodes, and each episode comes out a week after the next, well then you can have October 2nd be the first date for The Mandalorian Season 2, and then 12 episodes later, the last episode will come out on December 18th, which kind of sounds like a normal Star Wars date. You would rather have that come out on December 18th than you would Christmas Day. That's just not what we would do in the Star Wars realm. Now, maybe there's a different date for The Mandalorian in October, but it would most likely come out on a Friday, and I feel like if you really want to get the marketing for Star Wars, a little bit of free marketing as well for The Mandalorian to kind of coincide with the EA game Star Wars Squadrons, put those two together on October 2nd, we get what we got last year. Do you remember last year when we had Jedi Fallen Order come out on November 19th, I believe, and that was the same day that Disney Plus launched, and it also launched with the new series, The Mandalorian? It was a very big day for Star Wars fans, and it turned November, and mainly December, into an extremely big month for Star Wars fans. It's been a long time since we've had such an eventful time in the Star Wars fandom that we had in late 2019. 2020, we haven't had a lot. May was interesting. May had some announcements, and we had the Clone Wars Season 7 come to an end this year, but now we're looking forward to the future. What's next is always the big thing for us Star Wars fans. We got done with this piece of content, alright, what's next? What's next on the list? What's next on the agenda? And right now, I think October is a great month, because you would have The Mandalorian Season 2 come out on October 2nd with Star Wars Squadrons. That gives you plenty of time to not only play the game, but then every week we're going to get Star Wars content from The Mandalorian that we all get to watch, react to, and speculate with as a fandom. And if rumors, and there's a lot of them, are any indication, Mandalorian Season 2 is going to be quite the eventful season. But wait! There's more, my friends. October's not over yet. That's only what's happening in the beginning of the month. At the end of the month, October 20th, we are getting another Star Wars game. That's right, 2 Star Wars games in 1 month. If that's not an eventful month for Star Wars fans, I don't know what is. We are getting another Star Wars game called LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, and it spans from episodes 1 through 9 of the Skywalker Saga, of all the Star Wars films that we know of. I don't know about Rogue One, I don't know about Solo, but word on the street is we're also going to get a little bit of Mandalorian content in there as well. And as someone who grew up with the LEGO Star Wars games, I'm looking forward to this as well, and I'm probably going to play both games, Squadrons and the LEGO Star Wars Skywalker Saga, on the channel. I don't know when that'll happen, but whenever they come out, I plan on playing those games, because it's Star Wars, and it is Star Wars only, and we all are Star Wars fans. So, if you ask me, October seems like a really good month, if everything goes as planned. Let's say The Mandalorian doesn't come out in October. Even though Jon Favreau came out and said it would, I'm just giving you a date. I'm speculating here. I'm not saying that it's going to be coming out on October 2nd. I'm just saying it's probably going to be coming out on October 2nd, not only because Star Wars only said so, but because in terms of marketing, what would be a better date of the month? Then October 2nd, the last episode comes out December 18th, a common date in the Star Wars universe. We're also not getting a Star Wars film this year, so normally when Star Wars films come out, it's the week before Christmas. The Friday before Christmas is normally the date, and that Friday before Christmas this year is December 18th. What a way to end the Star Wars cycle of the year on a normal date for Star Wars fans, December 18th, and that Friday before Christmas. But not only that, we would still be playing our LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga game, same with EA Star Wars Squadrons games. We have video games to play now for the rest of the year, and we also have a Season 2 of The Mandalorian to kind of get us excited and keep us entertained for at least the months of October, November, and December. Let's not forget what comes out after The Mandalorian next year in 2021, The Cassian Andor Show. And most likely, Season 3 of The Mandalorian. So Star Wars does have a long-term future in the works and being planned out at the moment, but in terms of short-term, and not even short-term as in within a year's time span, I'm talking about within this year, with the rest of the year that we have planned. We're in the 7th month, we only have 5 months to go, starting in October. You will get a lot more Star Wars content. On October 2nd, I, Star Wars Only, predict you will be getting The Mandalorian Season 2, Episode 1, and of course, Star Wars Squadrons. I think it will be a banner month for Star Wars fans in October. Not only getting The Mandalorian, not only getting that, but you're getting Star Wars Squadrons, and last but not least, you'll be getting LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. Are you interested in October? Have I sold you yet on the month of October for Star Wars? Because I personally think, looking at what we have planned at least, it'll be a very good month. But I want to hear your thoughts below. Tell me, do you think October is going to be the next big month for Star Wars fans? Or did I not sell you enough on the idea of The Mandalorian and 2 Star Wars games coming out? If that doesn't sound appealing to you as a Star Wars fan, I don't know how to sell anything else to you. If I convinced you and if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. It does help out the channel a lot. I will see you all next time. I'm Star Wars Only, and may the Force be with you always.